Here we are again today, where we have a franchise that has a fourth film out. Does it make it? Does it break it? Well, let's go ahead and discuss John Wick Chapter 4.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
Now, right off the bat, all I'm going to say is this. There are many movies out there that do struggle to create their own franchise. However, you do have others that spontaneously create a franchise without really intending to need it, or actually thought about wanting more. However, John Wick is completely the opposite of that. Ever since the startup with the first John Wick movie, it's just gained more and more popularity, and honestly, there's a reason to it. The John Wick movies, in my opinion, have gotten better throughout time period. However, nothing beats the classic John Wick film. Keanu Reeves does do all of his own stunts and relative to, of course, the gun sequences and I believe the fighting sequences too, but I'm not entirely sure. But from my understanding, let's say that he does. Now, with this film though, it does have a actual ending to the franchise. An ending that is very poetic to the John Wick character. And honestly, if any ending for John Wick could happen, this is exactly how John Wick should go out. The other films previously from this actually sets up the conclusion to the franchise. And it's so beautifully done because you don't anticipate this film actually being one of those things. Now, what sets it apart from many other films? Could it be the storyline? Yeah, maybe, but in my opinion, I feel it's actually the choreographic shots when it comes to the fighting sequences because it's very martial arts esque, kind of similar to, of course, The Matrix. Then you do have the violence in terms of gun action sequences and knife sequences and sword sequences that, again, are very well choreographed in that manner. Could it be Keanu Reeves' handsome personality? Yeah, I mean, if you like Keanu Reeves in that matter. Or could it also be the cinematography that these films have to where it's basically a painting? Because, needless to say, this film, the fourth film, every aspect and every characteristic of this film, especially in the fighting sequence, it looks like a painting. It is so beautifully done. It is such a, how can I put this politely? If you're a cinematographer, this is your wet dream of sequences, needless to say. Because in all honesty, the coloration is fantastic. The shadows are done very well because you have every character behind some sort of shadow, but the way that it's set up is just beautifully done. Of course, there are the night sequences, and then you have the day sequences, and even within the day, it doesn't even have to be the night ones. The daytime is just, again, painting, beautifully done. Of course, the main villain in this is Bill Skarsgård, and he does a wonderful job at playing the villain, which, we kind of know that he does anyways by playing Pennywise. He does a great job at it, and he's kind of intimidating. And in all honesty, it does paint a picture a little bit more on the type of group of individuals that John Wick has set himself up with, dating back previously from the very first film. Now, can there be a continuation? Yes. Honestly, there could be a continuation, but not in the way that you think. Let's just put it that way. I enjoyed the film wholeheartedly. And in all honesty, when I was watching the flick, there's a part of me that was thinking, is there a little too much action? And really, I should have never thought of that because every action sequences sets up something bigger and better in the film. And who doesn't like to see a special arts movie in a way, kind of like that, kind of like a Bruce Lee aspect of it, but more of so of a hitman element. So it was very beautifully done. So do yourselves a favor, go see John Wick Chapter 4 that's in theaters currently right now, and leave a comment below. Let us know if you've seen it. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Which one of the series is your actual favorite? Because honestly, I think this one is mine next to, of course, the very first one. But go ahead and follow us on all social platforms. Make sure you subscribe below, and we'll see you next time for the next review.